It's just local life, you know. A lot of people mistake these places for slums and stuff, but it's actually just a regular neighborhood.
The good thing about this area, it's got the blue line and the purple line. Just a quick look at this very lively market in the evening. We are in Bangkok at Tao Poon station, and we're gonna check out what it is like to live in Bangkok, what the area is like. Tao Poon. The good thing about this area, it's got the blue line and the purple line, and we're not doing this alone. We're doing this with Bangkok Pet.
How you doing, mate?
Hello.
It's been a while. I'm looking around here because this is one of those up and coming areas. I've got a couple of things I want to shoot as well.
Okay.
So it'd be a good chance to show you what the area looks like, what is around here.
These coffee shops, there are little food stalls. The lady who was selling coconuts on the street. And this is what I like about Bangkok. It is a chaotic city, in my opinion. There's a lot of chaos on the roads. The pavement is also not always even. You have to watch your step. But overall, it's actually quite nice to live here, isn't it, Bangkok Pet?
I'd move here. Yeah, I would. It's nice. It's away from the real mega busy stuff. There is one shopping mall down the road. It's quite big. And apart from that, there's a market, there's lots of little shops, restaurants, a bit of street food.
That's what I like about living in Bangkok, or when I stay in Bangkok, I always stay a few minutes away from the MRT station, so it's really easy to go around town anyway.
That's the best way.
Yeah. What is happening here? Is this
it's the end.
Or the beginning?
The end.
The end. Okay.
That's the end, yeah.
End of the purple line. Guys, by the way, I have to mention that it is super clean over here. You know, we've been to Singapore recently, and I was amazed by how clean everything is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also saw quite a bit of rubbish, like you see also in Bangkok, where you have the cleaner areas and the less cleaner areas. And walking here in Bangkok, I'm actually, because I keep an eye out on it now, it's very clean. I'm gonna have to show what's going on here. They're fighting cocks. Quite funny, quite interesting walking around like this with Bangkok Pet.
It's just local life, you know. A lot of people mistake these places for slums and stuff, but it's actually just a regular neighborhood, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
A little local shop here.
30 baht.
30 baht, what is it?
Pomelo.
Pomelo.
So basically what I'm doing down here is the purple line's being extended, and to do that they've got to knock down a few houses in this expensive neighbourhood down here. Oh, yeah. I just wanted to see the houses before they knocked them down, because on my video I cover stuff like before and after, past and the present. Yeah. And
are we going to one of those?
Yeah, there's just a few houses down here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in Bangkok. Would you say this is Bangkok? I would not recognize this as Bangkok. I'm glad we are here right now showing you a proper Bangkok, not even outskirt. We are still quite close to the heart of Bangkok.
The path of the MRT is going to go through these houses.
Yeah. And they knocked all of the houses down, or
just like a corridor, a thin sort of narrow part. So that's in the way. That's in the way.
Man.
These houses. That house is in the way.
Okay, so we have a little taste of what is going to happen here. It's just going to be bulldozering.
So they're going to build the pillars, and then it's going to go straight down underground, and it goes Samsen Road, Government Building. It's actually, have you seen the construction at Khao San Road? Samsen Road, all there. It's going to go through there.
Wow.
And then Chinatown.
Man, we have to
cross the river.
I think I have to talk to Nuna about this, but I think we need to live a little bit longer in Bangkok to explore, because there's so much construction, so much going on.
That was once a nice house.
That was once a nice house. Can we enter the property?
I did the other day, yeah.
Let's have a look.
The MRT would compulsorily purchase the land. They call it land appropriation.
Okay.
Oh, but yeah, compulsory. But they will whoever lives there obviously has accepted the money. So I would imagine they probably made a profit, and now they can buy a house somewhere else. And now you can see the the process of demolition.
Yeah.
I think the line is probably about 5 years away.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because if you go round where Soy Rambutree is, Khao San, they're digging a big hole there, and they're going to have a station round the corner, and all through parts of Old Bangkok, Democracy Monument, top of Chinatown, Memorial Bridge.
So living in Bangkok, how much news do you get from? Because is there like a for foreigners living here? Is there like a news channel for Falang?
Kind of. If you follow the Khao Sok, are good for news.
Khao Sok.
Khao Sok. It's KHAOSOD.
Okay.
They're on the Twitter a lot, and they're always putting news up. I do the past and the present, but I'm also documenting the changing face of Bangkok, because it is changing a lot, and it's going to be totally different in 20 years. So if I film it now, someone like me in 30 years' time who wants to do a YouTube channel about the past can use my video. So, this is what it used to be like.
For small fee.
Yeah, royalties. They call it royalties.
A lot of Thai people are here, and this is the nice thing about living here. If you live in this area, you're not surrounded and also not treated like, oh, another Falang, another foreigner. No, this is not the case. You can actually, what I have been feeling so far, interacting a little bit with the locals, also here in this house, off camera, people are very friendly and curious. This is also something that you can expect, which is hiding in the shade and waiting for Pat to finish his video. Fresh food. Strawberries and a lot of different, like a driving market it is in the neighborhoods of Bangkok. I left Nuna in Nakhon Pathom with the family. Her parents are over, and they're from the Netherlands. If you're new to the channel, Nuna is my girlfriend. She's half Thai, half Dutch. I'm Chai. I'm half Indonesian, half Dutch. We were both born and raised in the Netherlands, and now we are in Southeast Asia to show the 11 Southeast Asian countries. Wherever we are, we're making a lot of videos, we're doing a lot of street interviews, and we're doing vlogs like these.
So this is one of the examples of new condos built here in the last few years. This one's about 12,000 to rent here.
Yeah, and you get a one bedroom.
One bedroom.
There you go. And this is 12,000. That would be incredible if you can get that price like that, because you're only a 2-minute walk, like literally 2 minutes.
You've got to jump downstairs to the MRT. Yeah, it's good.
The random things that you bump into, that's what I really like here. The lady who's selling cycle. There is a guy pushing a trolley with ice cream. The tuk-tuks are driving, obviously. Taxis, motorbikes, a police officer who are guiding the traffic. A lady selling fried chicken, and the smells of it.
อร่อยมากๆ
อร่อยมากมาก
ใช่
อ๋อเอา
อันนี้
โอเคเอาส่ง
ของอ่าน35 บาท
โอเค thank you ขอบคุณครับเอาบ่พ่อ What is your name
ชื่อเหรอ
ชื่ออะไร
ชื่อปักทอง
ผักทองพี่ผักทอง
ป้าเอาไก่ไหมต้องป้า
สบายดีไหมครับ
สบายดีจ้ะ
สบายจุดสวัสดีครับ
โชคดีเหมือนกัน
thank you
ยินดีที่ได้รู้จัก
ยินดีที่ได้รู้จัก okay thank you wow a lovely lady, and we gonna surprise Pat with a little bit of fried chicken. For those who don't know Bangkok, I gonna have to explain maybe I have to explain what this is. I can imagine if you are from a small town somewhere, it doesn't matter where in the world, this is the SkyTrain, but also they build highways in the air, up in the air. There are massive constructions going on right now to extend the public transport system, but also the roads, highways. This city is growing rapidly. I just turned 20, I went to one of those, and a Thai guy, lovely Jen. He said don't go, but we went eventually because we had whiskey.
What was there, girls in it?
There are girls in there, and nothing too erotic, but you could put a necklace on around their neck. You had to pay for that.
Oh, there's another one.
And they come and they chat. Ah.
These are like the Thai equivalent of bars where guys go to have a good time.
Company.
Yeah, get company,
Or-
get some female company and whatever.
Or not female.
It depends. Depends. I'm sure there are. Yeah, I'm sure there are a variety of girls available.
Okay, a little bit awkward. But yeah, this is something that I really like here in Bangkok, because you have the old school, the lady selling chicken on the streets. And then you've got this very modern cafe, air conditioning, good coffee, probably 90 baht plus, 100 baht plus to get a cappuccino over here or Americano. But decent coffee, air conditioning, very fast, high-speed internet, always available at any coffee shop. So yeah, these are big pluses living in Bangkok, I would say. This is where you can get your pajamas. And this is where you can get your burgers.
And craft beer.
And craft beer. Ooh, is it time already? Oh, there you go. Whoa, that's Chouf. That's one of my favorite Belgian beers. That's Chouf.
I love Belgian beer. Oh, I used to love Belgian beer.
Mate, if you live, maybe you disagree with me, but if you live in a hot climate for a long time, the special beers, the 8%, 9% beers, they get less interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for me.
They just get you pissed too quick.
Yeah, I just like to have
Duvel.
Huh?
Duvel, is that Belgium?
Duvel is Belgium as well, 8%. If you drink 2 of them, you're drunk. Back home, maybe this is less the case.
I used to drink 1 of them and I'd be on the floor.
Yeah.
And I couldn't move.
Okay, well, let's don't drink anyway yet. Maybe we finish with a beer.
Yeah, why not?
Another condo block, as Pat was saying. Guys, these condos are more affordable than I firstly thought. Then again, you're really close to the MRT station, so there is no reason not to stay here. You're in a proper local area. There is a bit of development going on, probably for the next few years by the looks of it. But this is a place where you have to look into, guys. How do you do that with insurance? Coming from the UK, coming to Thailand, living in Thailand?
I've got insurance here. My bank does the insurance.
Okay.
So yeah, I pay the bank every month. They provide insurance.
But you have a Thai?
Yeah, I got a Thai passport
Yeah.
and then Thai ID because my mum's Thai.
I think it is quite important to be insured in Bangkok or in Thailand in general, or in Southeast Asia if you're going traveling abroad.
Yeah, because you never know. I got bitten by a dog and my insurance ran out last year. I had to pay in hospital.
How much?
700 euros.
You paid 700 euros and you had to pay it straight away.
Straight away I had to pay like 500. But then I had to go back and get my rabies injections.
That's what I mean. It is quite important to save you some money, maybe even. This can be saving quite a bit of money. To get an insurance. I put a link down in the description, ladies and gentlemen. This is no joke. This is actually a proper, proven insurance, travel insurance, nomad insurance, but also for people who are staying long term. Let's say for digital nomads as well, the prices are a little bit higher. Also, doctor checkups are included, like just a proper insurance like you have back home. So yeah, they offer quite a bit of things. Anyway, I put a link down in the description so you can have a look at me anyway. You can sign up for free. Have a look at all the options there. We're now at Bangkok. This is also an MRT stop, the next one over from Tao Poon. There is also a pier at Bangkok, which we're gonna check out. I'm not too sure if we're gonna go catch the boat, but this is also possible to go from here to, let's say, Icon Siam, which is one of the coolest shopping center in the whole of Southeast Asia. We have always a little drink very close by.
Small, big?
Yeah, small is okay. And there are some snacks always available, but we're still carrying the chicken. Oh. Oh. But we already have some chicken, so I suggest we go check out the Riverside, have a little chicken, have a little bit of chicken, have a little bit of a drink.
Kop en kaap.
Okay. She's making fun of us. Kap, 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 kap. We are now hitting Bang Po Pier. Some fresh air. Maybe not so fresh today, but it is nice to have a breeze. There are boats going, and the ones without air conditioning, they're only not even 20 baht. And they take you wherever you want, Khao San Road. They take you to Icon Siam. How about the new Raman Line Bridge? Is that way or that way?
Oh, that's quite far down that way, past Saturn, yeah, Asia 2. Yeah.
Is it before the Green Line?
Yeah, it is actually, yeah. Have you been to the Green Line?
I have been, yeah, with actually with Gary and Jeroen.
On bikes?
On bikes,
Okay.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, because people talk about it a lot, but there isn't actually a lot there. Just the thing to ride your bike around.
I think it's, yeah. And it's got a cafe, got a few things.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's
And
lovely.
you can get the boat across to Klong Toi.
Yeah, I like it, but yeah, if you're spending 3 days in Bangkok, I wouldn't say go to the Green Lung, but if you live here, I would go sometimes.
Yeah, it's nice. And they've also got like wellness and retreats and spas there. So it's really a nice part of the river.
Living in Bangkok, but are you going to the beach often or?
Not really. If we go to me and May, if we decide to go to the beach, the nearest one we usually head for is Cha'am or Hua Hin. Or we'll stay.
How is Siam?
Cha'am is about 19 kilometres before Hua Hin, and it's a quiet fishing town. Well, not even a town, and I wouldn't say it's like not many foreigners, but it's not as, a better word is it's not as busy. And the South Beach is like white sand and really nice.
Yeah, I think we're gonna check it out.
The other option for a beach is like down the eastern seaboard, and then it's what, Pattaya, it's not a nice beach. Sriracha maybe. Bang Sen, the beach is horrible. It's covered in garbage.
Is it actually? Oh, last time I was there, or last time I went there only once, Bang San. The beaches were quite nice.
Yeah, last week they had pictures of it, like with loads of garbage and like dirt and stuff.
You have to maintain it because there's a lot of plastic in the water. So hopefully that changes.
Yeah, there is.
I'm just saying every time I wish that changed, but I don't think by the looks of it, you know, Europe is really trying to do their best
push the green.
No plastics anymore, etc. And the other side of the world.
And then we get straws and bags.
Yeah. And then even if you don't ask for them,
I know, and I hate straws anyway. I hand them back.
But then I'm thinking, if you remove the straws and the bag, does that really gonna make a change? Make a difference?
I think we're long past making a change.
So there's no return.
We're past the point of no return.
Wow, that's dark.
It's sad to say that, but
that's really
unless
dark.
something drastic happens in the next 5 years and everything stops, like zero plastic, zero emissions.
I hope. No, I don't say. I'm not gonna disagree with you, but I hope you're wrong.
I hope I'm wrong too. I'd love to be wrong.
Hey, cheers, Bangkok Pat.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Nice to work together again.
Actually, yeah. Every time we work together, it's getting nicer and nicer. We're just doing our own thing, making 2 videos, and just dancing around each other.
I hope you like the area. I hope they like the area.
No, actually, the area is actually really nice. This area, but also different parts in Bangkok. I hope people come and visit Bangkok, not only to go to Sukhumvit or Khao San Road.
People want to go to bars in places like Nana or Cowboy. people want to go to bars, in Thai areas, and listen to live music. I mean, there's a good live music scene.
That's what I want to say as well. Mention as well that the live music scene is quite big here. There are a lot of small venues where they have small, like little stages with a drum kit always there.
Sometimes it might not be very good, but a lot of the time they're very talented musicians. And there's a good jazz scene in Bangkok. There's some really good jazz places. And some of there's an outdoor place in Ratchada outside the street, and they've got a band playing, and I go there a lot to go to Foodland, and I hear the band always walking past, and they are very good, Western and Thai songs.
Nice,
but really good. It's outside the front.
How much do I need to earn to have a normal living? And a normal living, I think, is in a city that you go out at least once a day for food, and you go out to a proper restaurant where you spend a little bit more than what you normally eat on street food, also once a week. And that's what you do. And you go to a cinema, maybe do some bowling or whatever.
You want that freedom, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean,
how much money do you really need, including the rent, including transportation? Can I ask you, how much do you spend roughly? Maybe that's a private question, but
no, it's not. Probably about, on average, I might spend 1,000 plus in a day, and then getting around, it might be at least 1,000. You can live on 30,000 baht a month.
Yeah,
you're not going to be living a very great lifestyle with as much freedom as you would like to have.
30,000 must work.
People do. 50,000, you could have a bit of freedom.
If
definitely.
You don't drink,
if you don't drink much, you could go out once a week easily, live in a decent place.
Just a quick look at this very lively market in the evening. We found out the music was a little bit too loud, so we moved on to a place where we can talk a little bit more. Life in Bangkok, you obviously like it here. Can you imagine people don't like it here?
I'm a city person, so I've always liked exploring the urban sort of environments of different cities, particularly London and Bangkok. So I can understand if someone, doesn't really like the hustle and the bustle and Bangkok life. It can be testing sometimes when you realise that they do things differently.
When I'm here for a little bit longer than a few days, I'm getting a little bit crazy from all the noise. In Bangkok, especially if you stay downtown, inside of the MRT ring, I would say, if you know, the blue line, there's constant noise everywhere. Buses, it stops maybe at 2 o'clock till 4 or 5 o'clock, but then after 5 o'clock in the morning, the buses are driving, there's no horns. But
luckily there's no horns.
Luckily there's no horns, but the sounds of engines, the MRTs driving past. It is a very loud city, so that drives me a little bit nuts when I'm here for.
Well, we live high up, so it's not too bad.
There you go. Yeah. Wherever you're watching this from, and you're standing behind your laptop or you're laying in bed, give him an applause. Bangkok Pat, thank you so much for being on the show.
Cheers, mate.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Have I got a message for the world?
Huh?
You didn't ask me.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Think for a second before you get annoyed. Things don't always run the way you expect them to, or you're used to, the way you're used to, and it's not worth getting angry.
It's not worth getting angry. And also, if you get angry, keep it to yourself, mate.
Yeah.
Guys,
don't show it.
Thank you so much for watching till the very end. I'd like to say, a lovely lady going around, this is Thailand for you in the Netherlands that we just walked past it. Like, why are you standing there? Hey, thank you all for watching till the very end. We would like to say, oh no, actually, Pat, did you know that our channel is not only based in Thailand, but we're showing you the beauty of Southeast Asia, all the 11 countries.
That's a lot to get round.
That's a lot to get.
Never do that. Do what you do.
Ah, you can, but we're also doing a lot of street interviews, meeting a lot of interesting people along the way. Now we're having you as a Bangkok Pet special, but we also, literally approach random people on the streets, like the people that are walking past, and ask them what the place is like to get a better understanding of what Southeast Asia is like. Thank you all for watching till the very end. I would like to say, or we would like to say, from the capital city of Thailand, in Bangkok, bye for now and stay champ.